What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to A Certain Point of View, a special episode of A Certain Point of View here, as we are doing our first official live match reaction here on the channel. It is myself, Jake Berlin. I am your host for today's show, and I am joined by Mr. Brian Avellino, as he is muted. And let me unmute him there for a second. How you doing over there?
Doing good. I'm excited to see how this works out.
Yeah, it's our first time doing it. Friday reactions are tough for us because it's not just tough for us to get together to do them, but it's also tough for myself to edit them. And so we're trying this out. We're testing it out to see if we can get this whole live reaction thing down. So if there are any internet slow moments, we apologize to begin with, but we don't expect any of that to actually happen. But yeah, we're excited. We're doing Jeannine the Machine versus John Humphrey here. The Usual Suspects versus the Quirky Mercs. A match that's been very highly anticipated. Obviously, both factions very much need the points. We have talked about it very slim, but we can discuss it right now. I do think that Jeannine the Machine will probably be able to walk away with a W on this one. I think that she has a good chance of doing that, but we'll see. So what are you thinking, Brian?
I echo your sentiments. I absolutely believe that Jeannine will take this one.
All right. Any final thoughts before we get into here?
Just hoping this works out, and I'm glad you can't look off my board anymore.
Yes. So, Brian, just in case my internet is a little bit slower than yours, why don't you go ahead and bring up the video while we do this, because you are in much more of a closer vicinity than I am, and then we will go ahead and get this going here. Jeannine the Machine versus John Humphrey, and we are going to be starting right as the promos do. And Brian, I have the number for you right here. It is 5 minutes in exactly, if you want to go ahead and bring that up right before the promo starts. I'm excited, man. This is gonna be the first time we're ever doing this, so hang with us, guys. Hang with us. Evening, Brian, as we have a commenter with us here. We're excited to try this out. We are very excited to try this out. First time doing this, and you guys are going to see us either succeed or fail all at the same time. So
should be quite interesting.
All right, go ahead and click that full screen, sir.
Okay,
and let's get this going.
There we go.
Sweet. All right, click play when you are ready. Oh, you didn't share the sound, did you?
No.
There we go. We are working this out as we go. This is the cool thing with StreamYard, though, that we can do this virtually when we are not able to meet on time. And it's something new that we're trying, just like we said. But it looks like we got it going now. All right, cool.
Okay, sweet. Here we go. What?
Come on.
You got
my whiteboard ready? There we go. Perfect.
You're probably surprised to see me in the Inner Geekdom tournaments. Think about what you know about the machine. I'm not afraid of a challenge, and I know how to work hard.
I watched this before the match actually happened
Do the damn thing for the Usual Suspects, because I don't believe in the no-win scenario.
Fire!
She's so good at promos.
I was just thinking about the draft. Jeannine!
I remember that when that happened.
Did you guys not realize that she was a 3-league player?
You know what makes an Inner Geekdom champion?
Spidey!
Oh, look,
but I want to be very sincere and thank Coy, because he doesn't tell me what to do, but he knows how to guide me. He's like a good therapist for the Schmoedown. Yeah.
Iron Man, Logan, the Vanisher, Fake Cat, Real Cat. You never know the information about me, but you know who does know? John Humphrey.
Coy, you gotta cancel the match, man.
That free for all a bit ago with John just kind of taking the whole thing by storm.
The free for all, man, that was like 3 years, a month, and several days ago now. Have you seen Jeannine play? She's got a cool nickname. I can't compete with that.
We all know I've had a rough go with the Schmoedown, but I like a new challenge, unlike certain hitmen I used to know.
Oh, I am awful sorry that John Humphrey has to be the guy to face her in the first round.
He's ready for anything. And frankly, he's going to win this whole thing.
Dude, I can't get inside her head when we're remote, man. I'm supposed to do that. I don't know anything about machinery.
I don't think the Quirky Mercs are going to pull this one out today, because Jeannine tastes victory.
And so my opponent, John Humphrey, Much respect to you, but I know I can hang, and I'm about to prove it right now.
I've been sleeping
He's not
every
wearing
night
pants.
with the original copies on VHS, unedited by George Lucas, the creator, who everyone hates now but doesn't hate because of Ryan Johnson.
So come on, Puddin'. Let's do this.
He's got a
Nice.
team behind him that's going to put him at number 1. And yes, there's going to be 2 number 1s because John Humphrey and Greg Alba are both winning this whole thing. I don't know math.
Love it. Love it. Yes, Brian, we are with you on this one. The real rejects have been absolutely killing it as an ad scroll through. Okay. Okay, guess what? I don't have to edit it out in post. This is even better. So there we go. Go ahead and click play. Click play. Click play.
Oh, okay.
Good. Go ahead and skip forward through player introductions here as we're discussing. This is great. I mean, they're both really good at promos. They're both really good at promos, and so it's nothing surprising there that we saw that good of a promo.
Or the 2 competitors. There is now introducing.
Perfect. All right,
first,
let's get this going.
representing the Quirky Mercs, making his Schmoedown Inner
Music.
Geekdom debut. He is the 2017 Free-for-All MVP, the Mad Hatter, John Humphreys. Wait, that's just a board. That's just a board with a Quirky Merc. There he is, ladies.
I feel like I had to make some kind of entrance, and there's not really much I can do in the corner of this room. So I was like, "Oh, create suspense."
I like what you're doing there. I like the
And
setup.
branding.
I like how you feeling?
I am nervous but excited because, I mean, you know, as terrified as I must have come across in the pregame, we're ready to play, and I think Coy is right, if I may speak confidently. You know, Greg and I, we take in, you know, Marvel, DC, you know, all this geek stuff all day, and I feel like even if I don't do great today, I feel like I could bring some heat in the Inner Geekdom. I got a couple areas of expertise.
If it's anything like a
I want to
partner,
ask you because you got
I would
two
think
really
so.
cool-looking guitars behind you. So if you had to play this match through a guitar, which one would you choose? Are you going acoustic, or are you going that more Darth Maul electric-looking one?
I would have to go with the Darth Maul electric one.
Love
I
it.
mean, it's no contest.
Can you actually play those?
You know, if you edit it right,
All right.
the same way George Carlin can.
Good luck to you, my friend. We'll see you in just a second here. And his opponent, representing the usual suspects, making her Inner Geekdom debut, Jeannine the Machine. Jeannine the Machine. I love that. Good arm. The setup back there. Look at that setup. Are you excited?
I thank you. I'm very excited. It's definitely something new, but I was super excited for this challenge. So bring it on.
Yeah, Jeannine, that glove, it reminds Christian and I of the Power Glove. You're probably too young to remember that great apparatus that came with the original Nintendo. Have you ever put one on? It feels amazing.
I have not, but this comes pretty close. I would think. I would hope.
such a cool,
It's
such
absolutely
a
great.
cool
Now,
little piece there that she has.
Talking
with
to
that
your
arm.
manager about it, and obviously you've been asked questions about it. Look, you've said it. I can't remember what show. It might have been the Rundown. You were on, and they were asking you about the Inner Geekdom, and you said, "Look, man, I hang out with some Inner Geekdom ballers. I hang out with Smets, my well, not necessarily co-manager, but advisor, if you will. Rachel Cushing is one of the greatest Inner Geekdom players of all time. And then Brandon Hanna and you used to have a relationship, so obviously you used to help him study for stuff. You've been involved in the Inner Geekdom. Is this somewhere that maybe you haven't flexed your muscles yet?
Yeah, I mean, in kind of helping other Inner Geekdom players study, I've kind of found that I had a pretty strong base to begin with, and just some other things I really needed to work on.
Oh.
And kind of with everything going on right now, I knew this would probably
What? Oh. I think it said the second one of 2. Oh, no, I don't know.
No, you could just click the skip when it comes. Yeah.
time I'd have to really.
That's the bad thing about these not
I'm
being
into
Patreon
it.
matches.
And I've had a rocky road with singles, so I felt like this is my 3rd year. It's
Next
time
time we'll have
delve
to,
into something new and really
Maybe we'll download it
So I was ready for it.
from
I'm not
YouTube, so there are no
shy.
ads.
I'm not afraid of
Might be a
hard
good way to do it.
work, so it's
Like we
definitely
said
ready.
earlier, guys, first time doing it, we're learning
Glad
as we
to
go.
have you, and now we're going to bring back John Humphrey here as they share the screen together. Mark,
I'm looking forward to
get
this. This is
into
going to be a good one.
round
It's going to be
number
fun
one.
too.
How's it work?
Round number 1.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get to our rules real
Here
quick
it is.
as
Just
they are
about
introducing
time. Round
theirs.
number 1.
Very
In the
simple for us.
intergeek
Round 1,
format,
whiteboard for
here's
whiteboard.
10 questions.
We just stick with them for round 1. Round 2 is a little bit different because Brian has the coin with him. He's going to be doing all the flipping today. We're going to do a little bit of a coin switcheroo there for round number 2. And when we flip a coin, whoever wins that coin flip gets to pick which competitor they want to choose. And at that point, they will find out which category they go with, and we'll walk around 2 points versus 1 point and steals when we get there. And then third round, same thing as well. We either flip a coin or the person who is down goes with the person who is really down in the match to give them the chance at answering all of their questions to make it a little bit more competitive on our end. But again, we will walk you guys through it as we get there. So good luck, sir.
Yes.
And, good luck doing all the coin flipping too.
Challenge to be used by your manager at any point.
We need a digital coin flipper now.
We'll have to find where they figured out how to do that wheel.
Start with John Humphrey. Are you ready?
I kind of.
Machine.
Let's do this.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown. Here we go. We're going to go 10
Do you hear it?
questions. Round number 1.
Yeah.
We start with the first one in the category of the MCU. Which member of S.H.I.E.L.D. is tasked with tracking down the Hulk at the beginning of 2012's The Avengers?
Wow. You talk about a thankless job, Christian. If somebody came to you and was like, here's $10 million, go find the Incredible Hulk, what do you say?
I'd probably look for him and then hide. 5, 4, 2, 1. Pens down. We start with John Humphrey.
Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow.
Yes.
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
That's correct. We're going to go 1 point apiece. All right. Next question, Mark.
Your next question is in the world of Star Wars. Remember our tournament? It was a lot of fun. It was live on Twitch. Check it out. The question: what is the name, the first name, of Anakin Skywalker's mother?
Did you say to me?
It was not about your mom.
Oh, it wasn't?
I don't know how to spell that.
Neither do I. I think I know, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah. 4, 3.
We're not counting spelling in this one. As long as we pronounce it correctly. Shmi.
You went with the I went with the E.
Almost. I wrote Anna Queen.
Anna Queen is not right.
He's her kin. It makes total sense.
The spelling is S-H-M-I, but that's
S-H-M. We were both wrong.
Close enough in sound. We're
Yeah, I threw a C in there.
So did I.
All right, next question. All right, so
yeah, go about halfway, Ryan.
Number 3, Middle Earth.
God.
Oh,
Dominic Monaghan plays what character?
I'm watching these
of the Rings films.
Yeah, Christian, John brings that's an interesting point. Why?
Yes.
Yes.
I need to start watching these.
I just finished the 2 Towers.
It should be. You would think.
Kin of Anne, but she went with.
This happened with our match yesterday too.
It's like she's a.
I know.
Fan.
I when I hear it, I'm gonna know it too.
4, 3.
I hope I get the right one.
1. Pens down, please.
Don't hate me, Robert Parker.
He's Mary.
Yes.
Mary is correct.
And
machine.
Mary.
Actually, didn't know that.
Mary and Pippin. Mary and Pippin are the 2.
Right,
I was thinking Pippin.
Move on to your next category. That is in the world of DC movies. DC movies could be anything as far back as the first Superman movie. We're actually going to go with Superman Returns. In that film, Superman Returns, who plays Richard White, Perry's nephew and Lois's new fiance?
This was a very what's the word I'm looking for? I think kind of a dull move.
Yeah, but when you hear the John Williams score when he's hanging out on the airplane, that's awesome.
Come on, Brian.
4.
Come on.
3, 2, and
I don't know.
Down, Jeannine.
Dude.
James Marsden.
That is correct. And John.
Oh, dang. I wrote James Caan.
Oh, wow.
I thought
that's
Superman
totally
2
different.
when you said Superman Returns. Dang. I went
Different movie.
here and everything.
Different movie. James Caan in that role would be very interesting, but I don't think it would fit. Bad casting. All right, next question. Marvel films. To impress Mary Jane, what does Peter Parker plan on buying with the money he will receive from winning a wrestling match in Spider-Man?
Can you imagine Lois introducing her family to her new fiance, played by James Caan? Hey, this is my guy, Sonny.
Is he a little old for you?
You're fine. Just go.
And 5,
You're fine.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. And we start with who we start with here? Sorry, John.
I wrote a Mustang or a super sweet car.
That works. And
Okay.
Jeannine.
A car.
That's right. Okay,
Nice.
Jeannine. She's perfect.
Nice.
Mark 5 to 3.
I
as we get into
almost
our
said
next question.
motorcycle,
She
but I was
certainly
like,
is,
no.
And in this next category has been known to fell some Inner Geekdom competitors, and that is the wizarding world of Harry
Yes.
Potter. Question:
Don't screw this one up,
the
Brian.
end of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, who was awarded 10 points for the bravery of standing up to their friends?
Oh my God.
Oh,
Look at who got new toys.
What happened? No. 5, 4, 3.
Thank you, Rachel, for the
2,
correct
1. Pens
pronunciation
down, please.
of Mary.
And we start with Jeannine.
Neville Longbottom.
Hey,
Jake.
And we will now see ourselves.
I'm
with 6
killing
points.
these Harry Potter questions, yo.
Still with the lead here as we get to our next question.
Harry
I'm
Potter
up to
and
go
Lord of the
for
Rings. I'm
it.
killing. Coming for you.
You are.
Coming for you.
Star Trek. Star Trek
Oh.
is our next one.
Oof.
Who plays Hikaru Sulu in 2009's Star Trek?
You and I saw
Trying to
this. And we
remember
both
who that
walked out of the
is.
seat like, holy crap! Us Star Wars fans like the Star Trek.
Oh,
movie.
what's his name?
Can you remember who we saw?
While he's waiting, if you are watching,
That for me.
you guys are more than welcome to throw up your
Tom
what
Connolly.
you think
One,
in the
no.
questions.
Pens down,
Just
and
do it
we
as soon
go
as we're
with-
done answering.
John Cho.
Yes, it
That's
is.
it.
And Jeannine.
Yeah.
John Cho.
Jeannine.
Or as
and
soon as they start
machine
calling
has
them names
not
for on the
missed.
video, you guys can go ahead and write your answers in. We don't want to be cheating here.
We find
'Cause
ourselves
we are looking at the chat.
Oh, I have the
Question number
private
8.
chat up so that way I can't see
Guess I'll
it.
just
Oh,
remain in
I'll throw the private one up then.
the
That's fine.
movie with your
I don't know.
category
I think I saw it twice.
in the world of the. You've been cheating on me. In your category
So you've been
in
cheating.
the world of the DCEU.
No.
And that question, according to 2017's Justice League, the Whedon cut, what triggered the reactivation of the mother boxes?
What triggered
Sounds like
it?
a 80s show that would have been on MTV. Motherbox.
Brian, make sure you use this this
Just
question
so many ways to-
4,
in our match with
I'm
Gio.
out.
2,
Please
1. Pens down, please. And Jeannine.
use this.
Don't have
Use
it.
this.
Don't have it. All right.
Steppenwolf's return?
John.
The Resurrection of Superman.
Oh, whoa.
Looking for the death. of Superman.
Yes.
Wow.
Death of
Well,
Superman.
he had to die to get resurrected.
Yeah, but we're
No,
looking-
Rachel, you're good. You're good. You didn't throw him up too
You're
early.
in-
You're
You're
fine.
in the neighborhood. All right. So Machine misses her first one, 7-5, still with a 2-point lead. Next one. Heroes and villains.
Oh man.
In how many films in the X-Men franchise did Michael Fassbender
Oh, this is a
appear
trick.
as Magneto?
Jeannine's in this contest, Christian. Quite the accomplished artist. I actually own a couple of her pieces centered around Batgirl. So check out Jeannine's artwork wherever you can.
And a little extra here.
And, John is talented too.
5,
Oh, this is gonna
Andrew
cost me.
Drax.
3,
I have a perfect
2,
round.
1.
This is gonna cost me.
Down, please. And we start with John.
4.
That is correct. Jeannine.
Really?
There we go. So Jeannine.
What?
Yes.
You got that one. 9,
6.
7.
Wait,
9-7, because Humphrey
4?
got it as well. 9-7 as we get to our final
Oh,
question.
yeah.
round one.
Yeah.
And that is in the category of
Yeah.
mixed bag. Reach your hand deep in the mixed bag. Could be DC, could be Marvel, could
Wow, I
be a
totally
Hobbit.
bombed that one.
Who knows what the hell is in there? Your question for a point. What comic book movie has the following cast? Bruce Willis, Jessica Alba, Mickey Rourke, Rosario Dawson, and Clive Owen.
I just see Clive Owen, and I just saw him in some Showtime.
I love this movie.
He was
Not a
in
fan.
this season of Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Not a fan, is that what you said?
Not a fan.
5.
Him and John Hamm were great.
4,
And I've only
3,
seen it once, so maybe I'll be a
2,
fan if I watch it now.
1. Jeannine,
Sin City.
you get it. And John,
Yep. Sin City.
we see ourselves 9-7. What a first round for two competitors who have not.
All right, Mr. Avellino, what do you got over there?
I
give it up to
sir,
John Humphrey,
have
but
6.
Really, spotlight's got
I got 9.
here as she opens
I got
up
9.
big
I played well. The Magneto question screwed me. It screwed me. And Mr. Brian Nussbaum, he mentioned this in our chat.
Round number 2.
First class Days Apocalypse of Dark Phoenix. That is correct. I thought I for some reason grouped one of the Deadpool movies in there, and I miscounted the X-Men movies. So that is 100% on me. I was miscounting the X-Men movies, and I thought he was in one of that cameo from Deadpool 2 in the X-Men mansion. I thought he appeared in there. So
Brian's got that one.
Yeah, the Brian's got that one. All right, round on 2. Here we go, Brian. Why don't you go and flip the coin? And I will go ahead and call it first.
Is available in round number 2.
Heads.
If you're not sure of the answer, ask us for multiple choice. We'll give you 4 options.
Tails.
Is that tails? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Who do you got, sir?
Just show.
Both competitors retain their
I
free
don't.
usages of the JTE.
Yeah, you don't really know anything about them.
No.
Both new.
Look at the electronic wheel to point out that it's a sponsored wheel, ladies and gentlemen, and that is sponsored by
Agreed, Rachel. Agreed.
Great Nate. How about a hand, everybody? Wherever you're watching this from, make it loud for first rate.
Something
Nate.
is telling me to pick Humphrey, but I'm gonna pick
If you
Jeannine.
want to check out the
All right.
you want to maybe have my
And I
name, saying
my
your name on a
gut
show.
and brain is saying pick Humphrey, but I'm gonna pick Jeannine.
Hopefully, it doesn't come back to bite you.
Yeah.
Today were Star Wars.
All right, I got Mr. John Humphrey.
First rate Nate.
I'm cool with going the reject. I believe I went with the reject last time too.
You have yourself a lead.
You mean
you can choose to go first,
Corky
or
Merc?
You can defer, and we can bring back.
Well, no, Alba's a reject. That's what I mean.
Oh yeah.
He's both the Quirky Merc and a
Yeah.
The decision is yours. What would you like to do?
I think I will defer.
All right, you're going to defer. All right. Well, thank you, Jeannine. Thank you, Sam. We're going to drop you guys out for just a second here. We're going to bring in these 2 characters. Here we go. All right. So we're going to bring the
Look
wheel
at Coy's internet.
And John, we can discuss with
It's a celebration in its own right.
After he spins, after we get this first.
Don't
spin in
jinx
here.
the poor man.
All right. Humphrey, wishing it, wanting it, doing it.
We don't know what he's good at, what he's bad at. We have no idea. So we're going to find
He
out.
was good at pretty much every question in the first round.
Wizarding World.
Let's keep Wizarding World.
No!
Yeah.
Coy, are you okay with that?
I agree. It's definitely
All right.
No.
That is
All right,
why
all right.
my gut was screaming.
Support the choice. All right, we're going to drop Coy out of here, and now John
not for
Humphrey
me.
will be
Oh,
answering
no.
questions from the Wizarding World here. Mark, are you ready to ask some questions to?
It's that
All right,
music
let's get after
it's
this.
Wizarding World.
All right.
I don't know if we get.
Oh my god.
Plan your strategy.
All right.
sued for that or whatever. But
No, it's not. It's not. It's actually that's made by our own David B.
know.
That's not Harry Potter music.
is there anything David B can't do? Another mean
It's okay.
guitar player,
Hopefully
John
I'll steal
Humphrey, is
some
about to
points from
have
Jake.
5 questions in the Wizarding World. John, your first question for 2 points or 1 if you ask for multiple choice.
Oops, hold on a second. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. We brought her back. Want to make sure that Jeannine is back. Jeannine. So just want to remind everybody. Yep. During John's questions, if everybody can keep their hands up there. Thank you so much. And same. Here we go. Next. All right. Go ahead, Mark. Start over.
I've been let out of my dungeon underneath the stairs. Here we go. The first question of 5. What creature do Harry and Luna bond over both being able to see in the Order of the Phoenix?
Thestrals.
Yeah.
2 points for John Humphrey. We are tied at 9.
Negative.
Okay, John, your next question. In the Wizarding World,
As long as Brian is
in
right.
Crimes of Grindelwald, which beast does Newt use to help him track Tina when they arrive in Paris?
A Niffler.
Of course, you use a Niffler when tracking something in Paris.
No bueno.
This is so much better without a crowd and energy in the room. This is great.
You finally have one of these big, huge games. Like I know a lot of stuff, and just like me and Ellis cheering you on.
Oh, yeah, it's still intimidating though. It's good.
Don't worry. I'm pretty sure somewhere first-rate Nate is going crazy watching you, so that's good. Your next question, John. This is your third of 5. In Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, who finds Harry in Nocturne Alley
Hagrid.
and helps him get out?
Tell me.
Hagrid.
He's still perfect in round number 2, Kristen.
Really impressive.
Harry
so
Potter
far.
questions. Let's go.
All right, John, your penultimate question in the Wizarding World.
Kill it.
What is the name
Oh,
of the ghost of House
Kidding me?
Slytherin?
no bueno. Just give me multiple choice on this one. Come on.
The name of the ghost.
The Bloody Baron.
Yes.
It is the Bloody Bear. That sounds like
Yeah.
a delicious hamburger joint.
never
and
gotten that.
2 more points for John Humphrey.
Very impressive.
Hey, not allowing steals though. Thank
Amazing
goodness.
round in the Wizarding world.
That's
Thank
right.
you,
When
Christian.
you needed it the most. Your next question, John. This is also your last question. And if I can just ask the crowd to please silence so John can hear me. In the Half-Blood Prince, who makes an unbreakable vow with Snape?
Narcissa Malfoy, Draco's mother.
Christian, you had a
Couldn't write
perfect
it fast
round number
enough.
2. That is good for
It's okay. It's okay. You wouldn't have gotten any steals. That works for me. I got 2 points out of it. I'm cool. I'm cool.
That was an incredible
Yeah.
round.
Hey,
Very
real
impressive.
quick though, before we get to Jeannine, wow.
Confident and Wizarding world.
Wow. He just went 5 for 5 for 10 points in Harry Potter.
All right,
I had no idea that John Humphrey would have been that great at something like that. Kudos to Coy for picking Greg Alba and John Humphrey, because right now it is really, really paying off.
Yeah. I definitely didn't think he would stick with a Harry Potter.
And now that we know that that's one of his strengths, wow.
Right hand.
No.
Oh.
Spin again.
I'll spin again.
Yes.
Okay. Again, here we go. This is it. Whatever you get here, got to go with. Here it is.
Go back to Star Trek. Go back to Star Trek.
It's your first time playing, Christian?
Well done.
I love Sam, man.
It's going to land on DCEU. It is. All right.
Could be worse.
DCEU,
I might have some steals here. I might have some steals.
Could be worse. Could be worse.
Drop Sam out.
See?
We're going to bring back John. Here we go. Jeannine, you have 5 questions in the world of DCEU. Are you ready?
Yes.
Here we go. Question 1. Clark Kent goes by what fake name when he meets Lois Lane in the icy region of Canada in Man of Steel?
Multiple choice.
They went to Canada?
Is it A, Joe, B, Kurt, C, Dan, D, Jared?
I'm going to go with Joe.
Damn it.
Joe.
That's correct for 1
Yes.
point. All right. Here
I
is
put
the
down.
When young Darla turns into an adult superhero at the end of Shazam, what is her primary metahuman ability?
She's fast. Speed.
Multiple choice.
Is it A, strength, B, invulnerability?
You're right.
Super breath. D,
So I put
super
down. That's
Super
what I had
strength.
to. Oh
Incorrect.
no.
Choices are A, super strength, B, invulnerability,
Oh,
C,
Jeannine.
D, super speed.
Super speed.
That's correct for 1 point.
Oh,
Steal.
no.
All right, here is question number 3.
Played by Megan Good, by the way.
By what nickname do the British refer to the scientist that creates chemical weapons for the Germans?
Dr.
in
Poison.
Wonder Woman.
Ah!
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Dr.
I had it.
B, Dr. Poison,
I had
D,
it.
Dr. Terror, D, Ms. Poison?
Dr. Poison.
For 1 point.
All right, Chris. She's multiple choicing her way around this round. Okay, she could really use a couple 2-point hits to close it out.
All right, so we're getting this is question number 4. In Aquaman, who voices Brian King?
Digimon Hansu.
Jaimin Hansu.
It's incorrect.
No.
That was the Fisher King.
That
That was the Fisher King.
Your first one. In Aquaman, who voices the Brian King?
I don't know who this one is.
Jermaine Clement.
Hi, Jill.
John
Hi,
Rhys
Jill.
Davies. John Rhys Davies.
Same difference.
True. All right, here's the
Family.
final question here. This is the 5th and final question, Jeannine, in this round. Here we go. In Justice League, which member of the League accidentally shoots at Superman after he has come
Cyborg.
back to life, prompting him to
Oh, yeah. Damn it.
5, 4.
Repeat it.
Cyborg.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
correct for 2 points.
Great job, Jeannine. Good poll. You needed that poll.
Of round number
You
2.
needed that poll.
Because of his excellent round.
All right,
season
Brian, what do you got over on that side?
here, it is
I'm sitting at
18-13, 5
13.
points as we get
Really?
round number 3.
Wow.
That was a big 2-pointer by Jeannine. Gets herself
what do you-
within
I am
5.
sitting at 11. So I am down by 2.
Third and final
Ryan
round.
has got the lead. I'll throw this up here.
I thought that we'd be saying that John
This is
Humphrey
currently the
5-point
score at the
lead
moment.
after what we saw in round number 1.
Here it goes to round number 3 because, and hold on, hold me 1 second, pull this off. So Brian, we decided that if it's this much of a difference, the person down goes with the person who's down, correct?
How it works. Each competitor is going to give us
I thought it was
series of
5,
numbers.
but
These
okay.
numbers
That's
correspond
fine.
Well, it's 5, right? It's 18 and 13, which is 5.
corresponds to a different corner of movie trivia Schmoedown.
I thought it was
Geekdom
us,
know-how.
not them.
Your first question is worth 2 points.
Well,
Your next
so
3 points.
here's what we had
Make
discussed.
that
We had
call is worth
discussed that
5.
if
There's no penalty
that
for missing,
if
there's no stealing.
one of the competitors was down too far, because right now John Humphrey, if I got John Humphrey, there's a chance he doesn't get any questions.
13 over Jeannine. We're going to get your
What if she
3
misses?
first. So from 1,
I mean, sure.
And then I wouldn't be able to answer.
the luckiest.
Okay.
So I would end up going with Jeannine. That way I get some questions, and then you would go with John. Otherwise, we can flip if you'd rather flip.
No, I don't care.
2, 6, and 9.
If I lose, I'll just contest it.
All right.
All right, flip the coin. Flip
No,
the coin.
I'm kidding. I'm
No,
kidding.
No, flip the coin. Flip the coin.
Boy and
Plus, I want to see you flip again, and you call it this time.
before we begin round number 3.
Tails.
Start with Sam.
Jeannine, do not let the fact that
Tails.
What is that? Tails?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Who you
But see
got?
that if I pick Jeannine just to screw you, though, that's kind of
That's how it works. This is how the game works.
I mean, Jeannine, because I want to beat you.
Okay, there it is. There it is. All right, so Brian's going with Jeannine. I'm going with John, and more than likely, there's a good chance I won't be able to answer anything except for maybe a 2-pointer.
Coins. Thank you.
Cross my
gentlemen.
fingers.
Here we
Well, if
go.
you get a
Round three,
2-pointer, you're
start
tied with me.
Jeannine the
But
Machine.
you have to answer yours correctly.
Category number 2. Category number 2. Back to the Future.
Oh, crap.
The first film. George McFly.
Oh my
called
God, no,
Is what when he means to say
no.
Density.
density is correct for 2 points.
No idea.
All right.
Oh my God.
Did you know it?
And
Yes.
TKO, you have category number 6 here, Jeannine. Category number 6. Who said it? Quotes. Which Batman actor said, "You see, I'm both Bruce Wayne and Batman. Not because I have to be, now because I choose to be."
Michael Keaton.
Val Kilmer.
Correct. 3 points.
Woo,
And
Jeannine!
it is now
Did
only
it.
going to be either between Jeannine or John. 3 points. 4 points are off the table. All right. So here we now get to John Humphrey. Mark. He chose category number
Oh
2.
man, this is for the win.
Number 3.
This is for the win.
And
Or for the
you
tie.
are
The tie.
2-point question. So his 2-pointer, John, this will give you the lead back over Jeannine the Machine and your question. In the world of the MCU,
God,
Oh,
love
cinematic
it.
universe, who directed Iron Man?
Shane Black.
Shane Black.
2 points. He's back on top, Chris.
Yes.
Dang
Okay,
it.
so Jeannine is in this
Dang
position.
it.
She has her 5-pointer. She has to hit it in order to stay in the game and force it back to John. If she hits it, John's got to hit his 3.
Hell yeah.
If she misses, John Humphrey has advanced to the next round, and the Quirky Mercs will have themselves a victory, Mark.
Come on, Jeannine.
All right,
Come on,
here we
Jeannine.
go. Category number 9, Jeannine. And you find yourself once again in the DCEU.
Oh, no.
Here we go. The DCEU character Christopher Weiss is
goodness.
better known as what?
I've never heard of that name.
5, 4,
Use your GTs.
3.
Repeat the question.
First
There you
one.
Christopher Weiss.
Sorry. The DCEU character Christopher Weiss is better known as what?
I've never heard of the name Christopher Weiss.
5,
Don't look at the chat, Brian.
I'm not.
3,
Okay. It's in there.
1.
Repeat the question.
Second one. The DCEU character Christopher
And-
Weiss
and- wow.
is better known
Yeah.
as what? 5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
That's your last one.
Come on,
The
pull it.
DCEU character,
Pull it. Pull
Christopher
it.
Weitz, is better known as what?
Come on, Jeannine. Come on, Jeannine.
Oh no!
Oh, wow. What timing? What timing?
5, 4.
I have no
3,
idea.
Black
2.
mask.
And your winner, ladies and gentlemen, the Mad Hatter, John Humphrey.
I would have never in a million years.
Neither would I. Neither would I. I would have never guessed that. Leo had it as well.
Answer Slipknot.
I would have never,
John Humphrey
ever in a
finds
million years.
himself
pulled
with
that.
the victory here. Jeannine, hell of a fight. I'm going to put you in the waiting room for the moment as I bring back
Dang.
She was
Coy
so
Andrew.
close. Oh
Coy,
man!
Quirky Mercs. You do it. You make the move here. People are going, wait, John Humphrey in the Inner Geekdom division. Unbelievable. He finds himself down in the first round, has an incredible
It's a time.
and finds himself
my
with
way
the victory
back.
here. 20. How you feeling about the Mad Hatter?
Hey, that was a good match, though, man. I mean,
It was.
I said we were
back and forth for sure.
It
when
was.
we come to play, and I knew that he knew this stuff, and I knew as soon as I let the pressure off, I knew as soon as I let him play, the game itself would give him the pressure he needed. Every single thing.
Darn.
He got the questions he got wrong.
Yeah, I really wanted to see Jeannine win. I really did. As much as I want to see the Quirky Mercs, climb their way, I really did want to see Jeannine win.
They've all done admirably, and this is where I wanted to put John from the moment I recruited him. And I'm so months in the making, a pandemic making this months in the making, and now digitally proud of this man.
Third round is
I gotta
a
ask you something
B.
here because
I agree.
Usually I ask the manager, hey, how nervous were you for your player? But it feels like there was a lot of pressure on you to get a point for the Quirky Mercs. So did you
the
feel
real
added pressure
rejects
from a normal
are
Schmoedown just because
freaking-
They're
you knew
climbing.
you had an entire
They are
bag of
climbing
points
this
to
year.
get some points today?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, for me, it was kind of a twofold thing where it's like I know I got to show up for the faction, and the Inner Geekdom is a lot more specialized, and there are some blind spots that I do have. So I did not come in with a lot of steadiness in my gait. But at the same time, everybody on the team has been really supportive, and Mara sent me a really nice, long sort of supportive sort of here's kind of what mindset to put yourself in. And between her and Coy, and Coy's energy alone, kind of makes me feel like I can do anything. It's like a vial of Felix Felicis from Harry Potter, I might say.
Well,
You know what that is, Brian?
It's very impressive.
What is
you
it?
find yourself now, Coy, you guys
Quiet.
picked up 3 big
What is it?
points here. Jeannine really came to play, put up a hell of a fight there. In the first round, she
I
had
don't
you.
know. The
And
truth
then,
serum.
who knew that you were going to be that good in
Rachel, what is it?
besides you, obviously. But, I mean, you impressed a lot of people here, and now you find yourself advancing to the next round.
And then Coy, John's talking about how your energy alone.
Actually, now I
is
want to know:
infectious,
is
and
it
really
isn't it the
gets through
truth
to the
serum,
entire
Rachel?
faction? What is it?
Or
about
anybody in the chat. Leo,
Oh, no,
Brian,
no, it's
Eric.
the luck.
your
It's the luck.
players to really
Oh,
want
okay,
to
okay,
not just win for
instant luck.
themselves, but
Got it.
become
Got it.
part of something bigger.
Well, from the beginning, I've been saying that I recruited them all because I wanted them to enjoy the game. It's about the enjoyment of both the entrances and the actual gameplay and how good this feels. And I recruited each of them for a different reason. What really excites me about this game is I know I'm not good at it, but I know they are. So it's really fun for me to show the people that are so good at something how they can hone their very specific craft. I'm excited to see people excited, and I live excited as I possibly can. Even during quarantine, the sun is shining, the world is great, everything could be way worse.
God,
I'm
he's so
thrilled
positive. Such a positive human being.
This is an internationally recognized sport. When I was in high school, I hid how nerdy I was, and now I'm nerding out internationally and getting to
Good luck, Pushin.
corral
Yeah.
a bunch of people who I respect, who I admire, who I cheer on. I get
That's
to
what I thought,
do this.
Rachel.
I'm
That's what I
honored,
thought.
I'm
The
flattered.
second
so
time
all I try
around.
to do is be a mirror to their greatness, corral them, show them their greatness.
Veritaserum is the truth
If I
serum.
can just be just a little bit more and get them there, it's worth it. It's all worth it.
All right. Well, I want to say thank you to both Coy and John Humphrey. Coy, big win here today for the Quirky Mercs. Congratulations.
Can I say before we leave that I was so aware of Jeannine's might, and I definitely watched Jeannine's matches with as confident as I can be. It's still Jeannine the Machine, so I was definitely like, okay, it's fine. We got this. We're good. And I also hadn't played Sam, so as much as I was bolstering us up, I am honored to have played these guys, and they both were incredible.
Yeah. All right. Well, once again, guys, thank you very much. Congratulations.
Coy, always the awesome
All right,
person.
Both
Always.
down,
Always.
bring back
You are correct.
Jeannine the Machine and glorious one, Sam. Jeannine, I can see it. It's a little bit, you got to be, it's a little bit disappointing, but you got to be proud of your performance here today. That was something. I mean, first match in the Inner Geek team. You come out, you have 9 points in the first. At what tripped you up in the DCEU?
I think I should have just stuck with Trek. I think I maybe was shooting for MCU and thought I could do better with that, and even maybe anything other than DCU. But yeah, just something that I thought maybe I could rely on my memory, but it wasn't as strong as I thought it was.
Sam, any thoughts? I mean, obviously, I can tell I know you, and I can tell you're super proud of Jeannine, but you told me she was going to be really good. 9 points in the first round, coming out firing. Do you regret the decision of going second in the second round, or you stand by?
Absolutely not. I know that it's always the correct strategic move, no matter what anyone else wants to argue with me about. And I could not be more proud of Jeannine. That first round, I think, exemplifies how much stronger she is overall as an IG player. And with all due respect to her opponent today, John Humphrey, I think this match was 100% decided with a very lucky round 2 wheel spin from John and a very unlucky wheel spin for Jeannine. It can happen to any player of any strength. Like I would never tell you I know all the action movies, but if it lands on Die Hard movies, I'm going to look like John Humphrey did in round 2.
Die Hard.
So that's all it comes down to. So, he obviously knows those movies very well. That was an incredibly fortunate wheel spin for him. And then it was 2 not great wheel spins for my stellar player, Jeannine. There were any number of slices on that wheel she could have landed on that would have kept that game absolutely as tight as it was. If not, in round 1, she probably would have.
I want to
gone
know
5 for 5,
if
and then
she
it
would have
really
done
would have
well
come
with
down to
Harry
round 3.
Potter.
And I can't tell you how proud I am of
Yeah.
her.
I know that one of her
nailing
main
to
strengths
make
is
sure that she avoided that
MCU.
TKO.
I'm
I
guessing
can't
she was going to go for
understate
that.
How important that was, and how great.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what
I
Harry
felt
Potter would
for
look like for her.
doing
I hope
that.
we see her more in IG in the
And
future.
I'm
Yeah,
sorry
me
that we
too.
won't get to see how well Humphrey would have done in his 3-pointer and 5-pointer. I think this would have been a real exciting match if round 2 hadn't been so lopsided on the luck factor. But in no way does that take away from how proud I am of Jeannine and how kick ass I know she is in the IG field.
I want to know how, of our watchers, how did you guys do?
This was the
That's
first
what I
round
would
of this
like to know.
tournament, so the tournament is going to take a while. But I know that she wants to get back in IG as soon as possible, and I want to see her in another match. And hey, maybe Humphrey will play her in a rematch somewhere down the road.
That was my question. Sorry, go ahead, Mark.
My question for Jeannine would simply be, we saw 2 very capable transfers from either singles or teams into the world of Inner Geekdom, which is a very tough thing to do. So, Jeannine, as you think about who you might be facing or what even league you might be facing them in down the road, is there one league that you're like, no, that's the one that I think I want to specialize in? Is there one league that you really want to have your next match in between all 3?
I'm kind of excited for teams. We're still kind of talking about how that's going to work out. But I really didn't get to have the run with Ethan that I wanted in teams. And so I would love to kind of focus on that. But I loved putting everything in Inner Geekdom and really honing in on skills and learning things for that. So I would definitely love to.
Did she just spoil that Ethan is her partner?
Oh, I'm excited to have you in the Inner Geekdom.
No, I think she was saying that she didn't get to make the run that she wanted to with Ethan, so she's excited to get back in teams in general.
Your manager included.
She is. And you can go and turn it down, Brian. It's probably going to end here, or even stop sharing the screen. It's probably going to end here soon.
And
then she is the type of player that fits best in the team atmosphere. When she has a partner who knows a little bit different stuff than she does, because her strengths are very specific. She has like romantic comedies is her ultimate strength. MCU is a strength, right? She has very interesting and unique strengths, and she needs someone who has vastly different strengths to her. Leah Logan here makes a really good point. Not a good week for the suspects. Molly's their only shot. Molly is their only shot.
Oh, that's right.
They now have nobody in the IG tournament. Molly is their only shot, and that could end up she wins or lose this week, and that's going to decide the fate of the usual suspects for most of the year. We know that today it was announced officially that a 36 player tournament is coming. And I have no doubt we'll see the likes of Andrew Guy and Ethan Irwin and Jeannine in there, which will give them a great shot. But for now, they're relying on Molly, which is a big deal. Brian Nussbaum has an interesting take here. Got to say but Jeannine is overrated. She hasn't won a match since her match against Stacey Howard. This is her fifth matches in a row. She's always choked in the final round. Very interesting take. Whatever the case may be, she has proven herself in the past. She has, and she's a character and a player that a lot of people like and a lot of people want to see do well. But like I said, I do think she fits best in the team atmosphere. I think that's where she can thrive the most, and so I hope to see her more in there. And then Rachel, went ahead and answer. I wasn't playing by the rules though. I got to try and answer everything word there. Try. That's fair. That is very fair. It would be interesting to maybe do a match like that for us one day and see how many we just do straight points to see how that kind of worked out. That would be fun that way. So, but yeah, Jeannine the Machine takes the L here against John Humphrey. The Quirky Mercs end up walking away with the 3 points. We don't have the standings with us right this second. They haven't been posted just yet, the graphic, but we know that from where the Quirky Mercs were, they got 3 points on top of that, and it no doubt puts them a little bit higher. Brian, your thoughts?
Yeah, I totally slipped my mind that Usual Suspects is down to 1. There's a couple teams that we know that are down to 1, and it kind of is starting to weed through a little bit more. Quirky Mercs have both their Inner Geekdom. They don't have Star Wars.
So I do have the standings right here too when you're done.
Okay.
Are you done? Okay.
Oh yeah. I was just saying Quirky Mercs are making a move right now, and I mean,
there we go.
Hey.
Mr.
Wow.
Jean Drew himself. That's right. Thank you, Coy, for joining us. First of all,
yeah, thank you. We are honored.
And yeah, so the standings, I have them right here. Quirky Mercs get 3 points on top of their 6, so they're currently sitting at 9, tied for 4th place with the Burning Droogs. And more than likely, because they do have 2 KOs to their belt, they will be above them in solid fourth place, which is very, very good. So, I had taken the Quirky Mercs at the beginning of the year. I was hoping that at some point they would kind of rise, and it looks like they're riding on the back of the Real Rejects all year long. Greg Alba, John Humphrey are showing up big time. It's really, really fun to see.
They are paying off. Yes. They are paying off big time. Big time. They're literally unstoppable right now. They haven't lost. They in teams and Inner Geekdom. So that's scary good. Like if you're knocking in those types of points, man. We said it last week. Kalinowski, it's yeah. Kalinowski is. We know his level, but Greg Alba.
Don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on him.
Yeah, don't.
That's a call from the promo.
Yeah, don't sleep on him. But yeah, dude, Real Rejects are taking out everyone in their path, and I don't think anyone expected it, but now you're on notice. I think.
Yeah, it's going to be very fun to see. I don't know when exactly we will see the Kalinowski Alba match. I know we need to finish up all the first rounders first, and more than likely that'll be the last first rounder because it was the last play-in match. But that's going to be a very exciting match. And right now, whether the Quirky Mercs make it to the next round or not, John Humphrey and Greg Alba have done their job. They have gotten their team 6 points right now, and that's put them back in the race. And I have no doubt that they're going to be looking for more. And now that they both have the confidence that they can play in this league, that's dangerous. And they both play haymaker of players here. Obviously, we talked about Kalinowski and Greg Alba, but this one is up for John Humphrey. He's playing the Barbarian. He's playing the Barbarian next, and so they do definitely have some up and coming competitors. So I'm very excited. I'm very excited to see what they do. But for now, guys, that is our official.
I will say this one last thing. If it wasn't for Koi, or excuse me, not Koi.
They do. Yeah,
they do cut. They leave you with stitches in the side. I will say this: had Scrimshaw gone up against anyone,
yes,
other than Diamanta,
yes, 100%.
they would have all 3 people still in it.
Yes.
Which is mind blowing.
And everyone agrees that match should have been the final anyway. So it just so happened that Scrimshaw didn't have the title and Knapsack did. They should essentially just flip spots, but it is what it is. Right now, they still have 2 of the 3, and that's better than having 1 of the 3, which is what currently the usual suspects have. So that is, yes, and as you should be, Coy, as you should, boy. Thank you for joining us. We really, really appreciate that one.
Yeah.
And as to our normal followers, Brian, Leo, all you guys that are jumping in here, Rachel as well. Really, really appreciate you guys following along, having fun. Ferris, Muthana as well for popping in there if you're still here. And everyone else who didn't comment but has been following us. We thank you guys for joining us on our first live reaction to a match. Super, super fun. Because it worked out so well, we might end up doing this more often on Fridays because it works a little bit better for our schedules. And we're trying to work on it as well to try and get Jill here because I know that she would probably wipe the floor with us in some of this stuff.
She's not allowed to do Star Wars because she's going to embarrass
honestly,
us.
I don't know if she'd be allowed to do Intergeekdom either because she rakes at Harry Potter. She rakes at Harry Potter, man.
Hey,
and so
watch it.
Dude, she would probably destroy you in Harry Potter. Let's be real.
I know.
So we'll see what happens. But yes, that is the plan going forward. So make sure you guys are following us everywhere. On Twitter, we're at Schmoedown POV. You guys can follow us on podcast platforms as well. YouTube, obviously. We are doing all kinds of great stuff everywhere, and we really, really appreciate everybody hanging out with us. So for Brian, for myself, we are a certain point of view, and we'll see you guys next time.